Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of these designs. They were designed to be a little pop socket on a phone, and I'm here to explain how they all say sunshine. In fact, each of these three designs say the same thing. And this script above me is what I'll be using to point out how these designs say what they say. So first things first, you read the script starting at the bottom, and then you go counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. And that is true for the letters in a word as well as the words in a sentence, but since this is just one word, all we have to really worry about is that it's the order for the letters in a word. In this design, I do not have a little start marker, which is this little shape, or this little shape. This is nifty for something round and physical, so that way you can spin it any which way and still tell which direction to read. But in this guy, it's important that this is towards the bottom, so that way you can tell which direction the bottom is. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get to reading. Our first letter is this shallow divot shape, like somebody took a bite out of a cookie. And this shallow divot shape, so start marker into shallow divot shape, is going to be in, if you look at the grid above me, the third row. And if we look again at the start of each of those columns and rows in the grid above me, that shallow divot starts with a T, and then it goes into the WHSHRNTSWV. That whole row starts with that shallow divot shape, and an S is in the column with the three lines above it. So it's in this column here. And those three lines count where they end on the letter stem. And they can go inwards, they can go outwards, they can be straight, they can be curvy, doesn't matter, so long as you can still tell how many lines end on it. So in this last one here, we have the shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines. They're all three curvy. There's the two thin ones on the sides and the thick one in the middle. And then in this one, I have two going out and one going in. This is actually the same pattern, I just put like a little bit of a sun thing around it. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3 lines on the S. And then vowels are these little guys. You can see the three vowels in the design, these three little circles. And their line thickness doesn't matter, so these being thick doesn't matter, so what matters is that they are smaller circles than these consonant circles for the ends. Anyway, U has a line radiating outwards, away from the center of our word circle. So here's another little U there, and here's our little U line here. So when there's a consonant and a vowel together like this, you read the consonant before the vowel. So S and then a U. And then continuing around, here's an N. It's a full circle with one line ending on it. These lines passing through it don't matter. It doesn't count because it doesn't end on this letter. It goes through it. This one is an N. It has one line on it. Same thing for that one. That's also an N. And then here's our N over here, and here's our N over here. And again, the only difference between these two designs is the start marker. This one has the sun little dealios, and this one has a bit more line thickness variation. This one is very uniform and consistent. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and go to our other S. There's a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. Shallow divot, 3 lines on it. And then this S, shallow divot with 3 lines on it. And then our H is a full circle, well, an almost full circle. It still is a divot and has the little break in the word circle, except it's more full of a circle than our shallow divot. So we're going to be in the top row, starting with B. And this deep divot has 1, 2 lines on it there for the H. Similarly, 1, 2 lines on that H. And 1, 2 lines on that H. Our I is a little vowel with a line going inward, so opposite of the U. Here's our I on this one. Here's our I on this one. And then our N is a full circle with one line on it, just like that one. And then an E is centered right on the line of the word circle. Again, if you look at the little grid above me, our vowels are shown at the bottom, and A's external, I's, E's, and U's, they're all centered, either on the line of the word circle or inside our consonants, except an I has a line inwards, a U has a line outwards, and an E has no lines. So that's why we have our different U line going outwards, I line going inwards, and E centered. It can also be centered inside of our consonant, which is why this N has our little E inside it. It could have also gone there. But yeah, so that is some examples of how you can put this word together. These have different outer decorations. Oh, last but not least, these little divots, they're just sentence circle decorations. They don't actually break the word circle. This isn't a word circle anyway. It's just the sentence circle going around everything. So yeah, that's some stylistic variations for the same word 3 times. Hope one of them works perfectly for you. Thanks. Bye.